Hi, I'm Dixie Evans, curator, president of Exotic World, the Burlesque Historical Society and Museum Hall of Fame. This is the home of the movers and the shakers of the world. Now, we can really say that because we really were movers and shakers. I was born to boogie. I danced with a pink hula skirt on the captain's table when I was only 5 years old. When I was about 8 or 9, I'd go in the back of the yard, lean against a palm tree, and I'd sing Blue Moon. At every movie I saw, I would imitate. And my folks said they never had to go to a movie. I'd just come bursting in the house, and I knew every line. My sister didn't even get to get a line in. I could do everyone's part. And then they did this, and I'd get so furious that they wouldn't sit and listen to me. Yeah, I had it in me way, way back, yeah. Well, since 1990, Jenny Lee died in March of 90, and I came out here in June shortly thereafter. And she died of breast cancer. So I wondered what was going to happen to some of the photographs and some of the pictures and things. And I asked her husband, Charlie, what was going to happen. I would give him $5,000 or something to go someplace else. But I stayed on out here. So I've been here 10 years about. A lot of the things now, it was a lot different when I first came here. Because you see, Jenny was getting sick and things were kind of tumbling down. So I would say I brought a little spirit to the game. Burlesque was very big in the 30s. The working class had nothing of their own. They had no hope. They had no job. When you're broken, hopeless, and in terrible despair, you don't know when it's going to let up. All of a sudden, something magical is going to happen. No, it wasn't. But you walk into one of those burlesque theaters, and there was magic. There was life. There was laughter. There were dancers, crazy, dumb comics. They could laugh at their misery. So it was a marvelous thing for a few minutes for people to escape that horrible depression. Okay, well, of course, burlesque was mimicking the real, exaggerating something. We had the Loretta Young of burlesque. We had the First Lady of burlesque. We had the Anita Ekberg of burlesque. This happens to be Blaise Starn, original. We had the Sophia Loren of burlesque. We had the Debbie Reynolds of burlesque. And, of course, this little girl was in the Our Gang comedy, Little Shirley Jean. But when you're 9 years old, you know, you have to grow up. This is Jane Mansfield's ottoman, and that's Jane Mansfield sitting in this very same ottoman. I painted the wall pink in Jane's honor because Jane Mansfield deserved an awfully lot of credit. She wasn't in burlesque or a striptease dancer, but she said in one of her documentaries I have, well, if I can't make it in the movies, I can always make it in burlesque. And she would have done wonderful. She would have really given burlesque a big shot in the arm. We may have been able to last another 10 years. This is sort of what I call my little world, my little wall. I was the Marilyn Monroe of burlesque. I adored Marilyn with all my heart. And I impersonated her. Yes, I did. This is Marilyn, my dress, rather, and this is Marilyn's. I first did a little act, what a girl has to go through in order to get a job in the movies. And I would proceed to remove my wardrobe and take a little screen test on the casting couch. That was one of my acts. I did a number about Joe DiMaggio. Oh, why would you answer my calls? That's very simple, because I've still got you by your New York Yankee baseball. but I never said the word. I would pull out 2 baseballs from my fur pocket and plant a kiss and throw a baseball in the audience, throw a baseball to Joe. So that was one of the numbers I did. I may have impersonated, but there was no one that could ever impersonate or take the place of Marilyn. Marilyn is just totally, there's no word. I love to be around people in the nightclub. I don't care if drinking, smoking, loud band, I don't care. Because I never had a home life much of any kind. And that was my only home. It was my home, it was my life. So I loved it. I don't think my contribution was so very, very much. I think I didn't have a really great figure or a good-looking body, and I wasn't the best at anything. But I do think I had the enthusiasm. When I'd go into a club, I would always just sit there and dream and think how things could be a little better in the club, and somehow the bosses would listen to me. I don't want burlesque to die. I want it to continue. I want to build a home for struggling entertainers, retired musicians. We're not belong to all the big federations anymore like we had to. So now it's payback time. I want them to contribute some money, some donations, and we want to make a retirement center here for entertainers. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat or help you at that automat. Goodbye. Thank you for listening. Au revoir. Thank you ever so.